Hello, hello, hello. So happy to have you with us. Channel has definitely been growing, so thank you so much for everyone who's been sharing the videos and watching and subscribing. Really appreciate it, and I appreciate it even more if you continue to do so. I would like to come back on here because, as you know, my last couple of videos have been on Tayshia and JPJ because seems to be the news that has followed Bachelor in Paradise Season 6, and this post is no different. As you know, there has been some news that has come out that Tayshia and JPJ have broken up. And this is quite sad for those who were following the relationship and really hoping that it would last. We all know as a quick recap, at the end of Bachelor in Paradise, they had gone home separately. They did not continue with the romantic dinner and, um, the fantasy suite. So they went their separate ways. 2 weeks later, Tayshia hopped on a plane from California to visit John Paul Jones in Maryland to rekindle their connection. He formally asked her to be his girlfriend, and she said yes. And then they started dating, but they were on opposite ends of the coast. So I believe in my last video, I highlighted how he had recently made the move to California because he was getting a lot of, offers that he couldn't pass up. I believe he was working in Maryland as a financial analyst, was the caption under his name when he was on whoever season he was on, I forget, Hannah B's season. And so that literally was just like last week. Now they announced that they broke up via social media, of course, and she, I believe, she cited the fact that she wanted to get to know him. How about I just read the caption for you? So it says, John and I had something incredibly special. We fell for each other in paradise, and everything was a whirlwind after that. When the show ended, I truly went back to Maryland to see if what we had was something we could build on without cameras, a production crew, and without feeling any pressure, to simply figure things out on our own terms. But the reality was, we were living on opposite coasts and working insane schedules that made it impossible to see each other and build a life with each other, she wrote. We are the best of friends and will continue to remain in each other's life because regardless of the situation, we make each other happy. So let's talk about this. I could take this video a few different ways, but let's talk about where we are now. So she mentions the schedules. She mentions that they're on either side of the coast, but this is not a time warped breakup. He is now in California. He is now in the same coast as you. So I don't understand that reasoning behind the breakup. You can't cite that as a reason when that problem has been resolved. He is in California. He does live, as he stated, about an hour and a half away from you. So that can't be the reason of why you broke up. She did, I believe, mention in another article, maybe I'll link it in the description, it was about like the group text thing and how he removed himself from the group text, that she likes, she lives a private life and she wanted to kind of have this romance privately. But once you go on a show like The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, you're kind of a public figure. Not kind of, you are a public figure at that point, for the most part, especially when you continue to be in the public eye in terms of going on, say, Bachelor in Paradise and that sort of thing. So she has to know that any sort of romance that she has, whether it be with John Paul Jones or someone else, is probably going to be looked at and scrutinized a bit. You know, a lot of people, I know that even in my comment section, I was getting a lot of viewers, and I really appreciate you commenting, by the way, saying that they were really rooting for them. They thought that they were a great couple. They hoped that they would last. And even in my, I believe it was my last video, I was saying, what are they going to announce next? The ... the ellipses was potentially a breakup, because who knows, you know, some of these relationships don't last and they don't stand the pressure of time. However, I thought that their love, maybe potentially even a little infatuation with each other, would carry them through the beginning stages of building that relationship as they deepen their connection and deepen their knowledge of each other and continue to grow into something long lasting. But clearly another one bites the dust. I mean, they didn't really last much longer, and it seems like even though John Paul Jones was creating that solution to the problem by moving across the country, obviously not just for her but also for his career opportunities, I don't think that was something that solved maybe potentially other issues for the relationship. Now, this may need to be a two-parter. I just wanted to come on here with that additional news because I do have some other things to say about this subject. So please subscribe and put some of your ideas and thoughts in the comment section, and I will be sure, you know, to hopefully get to them all. But I believe there are some other things going on here. However, again, we wish them all the best. They are not together, and we hope that they do find love and happiness, since they're clearly not willing to, you know, find it with each other. Perhaps there's someone else out there for them. I'm sure of it, if that's what they intend, to find someone else or to be with someone else. So that's all I have for right now. Again, I believe this will need to be a two-parter, but please leave your thoughts and comments below, and I will catch you in the next video. So thanks so much for listening, subscribing, and commenting, and I'll be looking for your comments, and I appreciate you sharing the video as well, and hopefully we can continue to get this channel growing. Thanks so much for your support. Bye.